my god, August, you're right. I'm muted. Hello. I'm here now. Had a cool intro and everything. Now we get to hear this incredibly loud. It's so fucking loud. And the audio doesn't change when I just scroll it all the way down there so you guys don't have to suffer. Come on. She's so loud. Just so loud. Just unnecessarily loud. Alright. Let's put this up there, put that there, turn these bad boys on, get that hertz way up, go back. Alright, so Hitman is dead. We won't be hitting any men today, but that's alright. Because instead, we're going to be deciphering ancient texts. Texts. Oh my god, my T is also the wrong thing. Horrible, unprofessional. There we go. Much better. So yeah, I've got my first flush Darjeeling, which I'm going to be enjoying. But while that reaches a drinkable temperature, I have opted to go the opposite direction and craft myself a lovely Cosmo, which I will be enjoying until then. So this game is made by Inkle, who makes some other really cool story-driven games. Sorcery.
Stories don't have tidy beginnings.
So it was one of them, and
Past is always present.
wow, that's so deep. And they also made 80 Days, which is a take on the Around the World in 80 Days story. That's like they've set in a steampunk universe.
Something that brings the past to light.
This is me and my robot friend. And all I know about this game is that my robot friend is sassy as hell. And I can choose different things to say, and I assume that my choices do things. So we'll have an exciting time choosing things together. I should read for these guys. I'm gonna wait a little and see if they're voiced, and then I'll read for them. Oh, okay, I can control. I guess that red, is that my... Oh, I can move, okay. Can't move anywhere, though. Guess it's because I'm resting. Oh, I gotta, like, tap. Oh, wait, can I... No? I gotta just, like... Can only move tiny bit at a time? That's very strange. Yeah, it looks like she's... Oh, I have to hold it down? That's a very weird method of movement. That controls, like... I guess it's... I think it's made for maybe controller or something. I think they mostly make stuff for mobile and for Switch. A bricked up opening. A bricked up opening. There is something here. To keep people out, do you think? Or to keep something in? And there's something written here. Ancient script? This must have been cut when the mortar was still wet. I think I can read it. And now we get to the gameplay of this thing, which is where we have to decipher different texts. Not yet. False alarm. Not until we have to get through this intro, I guess. The University of Iox, or Yox, I think, some weeks earlier.
My story.
Okay, now we get voice lines.
That was where I met the robot.
She's got kind of a posh British accent. So this is like a future past situation, kind of retrofuturism. Mistress Alia Elasra. I've been waiting for you. I've been asked to escort you to Professor Miari. She's very anxious for your arrival. Professor Miari wants me back on Iox. Hopefully I'm not getting thrown out of the university, huh? Okay, what is this? Oh, wow, there's a whole... Oh. Okay, there's a timeline. Interesting. I can go back and forth on the timeline. I wonder if that'll become useful. Am I in trouble? I like her e-girl blush. I think it's just sun, ruddy sun. But I imagine she's simply being welcoming. This way. Did she say what she wanted? Yes. The sass begins. She said she wanted you. So why has she sent you? Did you do something wrong? That seems unlikely. My ethical core protects me from serious error. And do you have a name, robot? Is that intended to be a joke, mistress? No. Robots do not have names. We are, as I understand it, interchangeable. This way. You should know that the professor's urgency was remarkable. Look at her. She looks like a tiger in a cage. A most curious analogy, mistress. You understand I will be required to report it. Can I answer him? Watch your back, robot. I've had robots go missing on me before, you know. I will bear that in mind, Aaliyah. Shall we proceed? I guess.
I was 15 when Miari rescued me from the slums of Elbereth and brought me here.
It's weird pacing. It's kind of
I'd never seen such
very quick, but also very
or such kindness.
Relaxed, I guess.
I still don't know why she did it.
Oh, I guess the timeline is so that I can sort of see what's going, like, oh, this lady's cool. Aaliyah, there you are. Come in. You want this robot to wait outside? And why would I want that? Thank you, Professor. It's good to see you again. Me or it? Really, Aaliyah, don't be so uncouth. Tell me what you need, Professor. Straight to business. Very good. You are expert on history. Tell me, what do you make of this? It's a brooch. Yes, Aaliyah. But I didn't summon you halfway across the nebula to tell me that. So they can space travel. Why did you summon me? So, why did you summon me? One of the scholars sent this brooch to me. Janikwi Renba. Do you know him? I'm not interested in the teachers here. She's sassy. I don't like this place, and I don't like you. You're as delightful as ever, I see. Look at the detail before I throw you out. I see them. Ancient markings. I know they're a hobby of yours, Aaliyah, but can you read them? Now we get to the gameplay. I've never seen either of these groupings before, but the two words have some common elements, so they must have related meanings. Alright, so friend or holy, and emperor or beloved. So friend, beloved, or holy emperor? Oh, thank you, August. I was a little uncertain about whether it would be annoying, but if you're enjoying it, hopefully it's not that bad. Let's see. I think we go for Holy Emperor. That sounds like a thing that we would put on a brooch. Holy Emperor? But I'm only guessing. The shape of the brooch fits, Aaliyah. That is the eagle and sun design. An empire motif. You don't think it actually belonged to an emperor? Thank you, August. Do you? That would make this the find of a decade. Now, perhaps, you see why you're here. Janiki told me he found something. That was more than a month ago. Pockets the brooch. Janiki isn't like you. Okay. He's an Yoxian, through and through. So call him. I can't. Wherever he is, he's on his own. Not everyone is required to travel with a robot. I can't go hunting the nebula for missing people, Aaliyah, but you can. Where did he go? He told me he was going to a moon called Mercy. I want you to find him. That's what you do, isn't it? Find things? I'll see what I can dig up. Yeah, a pun. Get out of my office, you Elborithian rat. Oh my god. And you're taking the robot with you. Jesus. Kind of a bitch, huh? Come on, robot. We're not welcome here. You are not welcome, Elthborian. Be seeing you, Aaliyah. Kind of a bitch, huh? How do you feel that went, Aaliyah? Fine. Went fine. And will we go to Mercy, Aaliyah? You heard her. Let's see. Got the Tree of Knowledge. Should we find some, What do you think of this sculpture? Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Each branch grows more branches. Yeah, that is how trees work. What do you think of the sculpture? It has a pleasing balance to it. Worth the time it took to make, do you think? When there are people on Elbereth who don't eat? Are your own exploits worth the time they take, Aaliyah? Should we not be making history rather than reviewing it? This lad. He's got some interesting things to say, huh? I wonder what these shadows of me are. Can I just say, Mr. Aaliyah, it is wonderful to be accompanying you. Oh, yes? And why is that? I find humans fascinating, and you are very different to most here. I have only recently been activated. A young'un. That's adorable. I'm calling you Six. Six, mistress? I shall remember that. I wonder if I got Miari's translation correct. I think I did. The shape shows this is an empire piece. Emperor, correct. And the emperors believe themselves to be gods, so it makes sense that the words would be almost the same. Holy. Okay. Hey! Hey, I'm standing here! Doesn't tell me where this thing came from. Hey, I learned some words. We're building our lexicon. So what can I question the robot? Oh. So where do they find you, Six? Me, Aaliyah? Like most robots on Yax, I was chipped carefully free from a concrete wall on the lower levels. What? You were buried down there? Indeed. I understand it to be not uncommon to find robots that way. We occur, I am told, like potatoes. Oh my god, I love that. Do you remember being down there? Trapped? No. I barely remember my activation. I guess that checks out. That's like humans as well. Some people around here. Oh, hello. I didn't know you were back on Neox. I need to figure out how I'm pronouncing this. Professor Miari wanted to see me. Nothing bad. She has me running errands for her. She wanted me to find someone. Anyone I know? Janiki Renba? Oh, but I know Renba, of course. Well, a little. What sort of man is he? You never met him, I suppose. He's fairly quiet, keeps to himself, likes his robots. Why has she sent you to find him? I thought you dug things up. And by the waters, Aaliyah, what's happened to Janiki? Me running out and planting some I know. Yeah, just, you know, growing some robots. Don't mind me. I don't know, Hung. I'm sure it's nothing bad. Oh my. Before you go, it hardly seems important now, but I found a line of ancient in the annals of Mazwai I thought you might like. If you have some time, that is. Always. Here, see what you think. Okay, so we've got Empress already because we got the brooch one. I know one of these words. I'll have to guess the other two. Okay. Empress. So we've got one of the same things here. Hieroglyphs. And we've got a dash here. Do you think that denotes a syllable? Like empress? Empress? And then we've got... So... I mean, it's not going to have the same phonemes as our language, right? So... Buried, banished, robots, laborers, rebels, circuits. Well, it would make sense if they're banishing robots because of what we learned from our robot friend. I think maybe buried because it's correct, apparently, right? Buried robots. Or banished robots. I mean, I guess both, right? I don't know. Empress buried robots? I think that's correct. But I thought there weren't any robots in the Empire. This suggests otherwise. I'd best not keep you before you find... I hope you find him. Shall we proceed to your ship now? Have you sailed before, Six? I have no idea, Leah. But I am keen to find out. He's so cute. I love him. Am I going to get narration here? No, okay. Learned the ancient word for holy and emperor. Got the ancient passage there. Spoke to Huang. I'm going to mispronounce everything, by the way. I hope that's... hope nobody gets too offended. My ship is my refuge. It's the only place that's truly mine. The journey to Mercy should be quick, Aaliyah. Do you think Miari's friend is in trouble? As I say, mistress, we should know shortly if we depart. He's so sassy. What do you know about Mercy? Nothing. It is a moon of pigs and rice, mistress. Part of the Ox Protectorate, of course. Maybe Mercy will have a few ruins of its own. That seems unlikely. But it is not wealthy. Nonetheless, I will prepare the ropes. Sorry, I accidentally slipped into her voice there for a sec. That is a very precarious place for a glass. So, we've got Iox or Eox or however the fuck I pronounce it. Then we've got Mercy. So we're going to Mercy for our quest. Tiny rural moon. Where Shiniki told Professor, why would he be visiting a rice farm? I could go there next. Could go there next. Let's go there. Okay. Let's go. We've got robots and space travel. Interesting. I like the world building so far.
Mayari wanted us to sail to Mayurzi. It was a short sail through fast waters.
Oh shit. You're right. Oh wait, okay, hold on. Oh, I gotta steer. Ooh, meow. This is kind of cool. Meow. There are deeper currents below. The music is lovely. I like how I can kind of fish style, like, shoo. Use my GPS. I'm not gonna read out while I'm traveling because I gotta focus a little bit. Aw, he's complimenting my ship. That's so sweet. Oi. Oi! Don't make me regret calling you sweet. Finders keepers, I guess. So Mercy is a farming moon. All right. We'll hopefully find our boy here. Ow, 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 ow. Only problem with a cast iron tea kettle is the handle gets so fucking hot. All right.
We stepped off the ship and into the mud.
The mud.
Mud covered the ground and rock. And everywhere I looked, things were growing from the mud.
That is how things work usually. Oh, it's a
And
piggo.
some of those things had legs.
A piggo. I'm not sure if he grew out of the mud, but okay. Look at this place. Breathe the air. I cannot breathe, Aaliyah. I mean, he ain't wrong. As you are no doubt aware. Well, then. Let's see where Renba's got to. If we're really lucky, he'll have found an old pot. And she do love her archaeology, huh? That's her, like... She's sassy and she likes archaeology. Those are her character traits. So, where do we start? There's a series of rice terraces. If we climb up away from the water, that should take us up to the village. Alright. Well, that's true. A building over there. Suppose the dot on the door is just to let me in, but... This way, then. I can't breathe, miss.
The air smelled earthy.
Two genders, sassy and liking archaeology. Indeed. Rice. Do they grow anything else here? It would not appear so. Would you recognize Renba if we saw him? Did you meet him? I believe he activated me, Aliyah. I suspect that is why Professor Miari assigned me to you. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. A pig! Hello. I just passed right through that pig. No biggie. Approach a villager. Guess I could just approach a villager, huh? Oh, more rice? Even more rice. I don't need to comment on all the rice. Towards the village. Okay, that looks like where we're supposed to go. Up this way. This moon seems most poor to me. There are no proper buildings. There is mud everywhere. You've grown soft, Aniox. This is normal. Good, even. These people have everything they need. I've never left Iox before, Aliyah. To me, this place seems barbaric.
This was what passed for a street on Mayorzi. Buildings on stilts, jumping out of the bushes like children. It was so quiet.
Okay, I can approach the well. Or I can go this way. Approach a villager. I did not intend to give offense, Aliyah. I am sorry if I did. Forget it, Six. Just maybe keep your voice down a little. Good faith. My apologies, Yaxian. My pigs need me. Okay. Bye. Oh. Okay. You don't want to talk to me. Who's this lad? He looks important. With the red light. Oh, okay. I can't. I'm not controlling her anymore. Where am I going?
3 paths
Oh.
met at the heart of the village.
Okay.
I could imagine them all, sitting around here in the evenings, sipping raka and singing.
Raka.
It seemed nice.
Sounds nice. That's a great name. I'd love to try some raka. Raka. Stranger! Just look at this guy. He's got such a fucking look on him. Look at him. I'm looking for someone. Greetings to you too, stranger. Who? Not a Mercian, surely. We are as alike as ants to you. That's not true. So you are looking for a Mercian? A man named Janiki. I have not heard of anyone by that name. Good luck with your search. They say the nebula is wide. Helpful. It appears Renbo was never here, Aliyah. Perhaps we should return to the ship. Stranger! I think there's more to be found here. Let's talk more to this guy. Please, I need to talk to you. Talk you. Nice. Is that so? Show him the brooch. Do you recognize this? I recognize the symbol of our Aoxian masters, of course. But do you recognize this brooch? No. So helpful. No one here would own a brooch like that. Not every slave must wear their chains. Please, it is important I find my friend. No disrespect, but we have seen no strangers out here on Mercy until today. Good faith to you. Okay. Even more helpful. Ooh, an inscription. At least this won't be a completely wasted trip. It has been mostly scratched away. Symbols in the ancient script. I might be able to translate them. Ooh. We've got that symbol again, the squiggly one. Is that a single word? Oh, is that a single word? Most likely not. Ancient scribes didn't always trouble to put in their spaces. I don't think they expected their writing to be read. Okay, so it might have multiple words, but I only have one. Oh, okay, wait, we've got holy, right? We knew that already. An emperor is here. It's not emperor. It's probably holy goes there. Then there's a second word. Okay. That leaves one word to guess. Holy water, maybe. These glyphs resemble my word for emperor. I mean, they don't. Like, at all. Like, not even a little. There's this one here. That's the only glyph that resembles it. But this, I mean, this has got to be water, right? Meanwhile, my teacher was all up in my business about not putting enough space between my words. Well, you should have just been an ancient person from this world. What do you see there? Can you read this inscription? A child could read it. Oh, this guy. The symbols simply say, water. It says more than that. We have lived here for many years, Eoxian. Okay, that's nothing. But that's nothing. Another thing? Yes. Have you seen any Eoxians recently? I told you, no. Your husband, perhaps, gone wandering? No. A shame. A woman like you should be married, even unhappily. Wow. If we had seen your husband, if he had met with an accident among us, what would Eox do? I just want to know where he is. I'm not going to say Eox is just and fair or try to leverage him. We have not seen him. Now leave. Sassy. I don't understand why you're lying to me. The man sighed. Your husband was here. It's not my husband. He left in a ship. Then something exploded in the sky. I do not know if that was your husband. It's not my fucking husband. And that's all. And it is more than you deserve. Good faith to you, lady. Please, leave us be. I get that he hates Eoxians, but a little presumptuous to assume that I'm an Eoxian. Come on, Six, let's try this way. This guy's got a wide stance. It seems as his friend Bell left, and has left us. Shall we leave? I want to look around some more. But we were not alone. Okay. What? You are from Iox? I was born on Elbereth. But you are from Iox. My name is Aaliyah. Then you are not her. Not Miari. That's who you're waiting for. I heard your voice. You're Eoxian. But you said Aaliyah. Should I lie? I don't want to lie. I'm not Miari. I'm sorry. I should have said nothing. Whoa, 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 lady. Whoa, whoa. Hey, hey, yo, whoa. Oh. I was struck by the craftsmanship. It seemed very fine to me. It was an artisanal product. High status. Okay. How high status? Hard to say. I love this angle. Possibly very high. Helpful. So it's valuable. Most likely. Miss surely does not intend to sell it. No, the question is, where did Renbug get it? And why did he give it to the professor? Seems like I'm getting a lot of options for her to be very greedy, but I don't feel like that is fun. She doesn't seem like the kind of person who would be greedy to me. Ooh. Hello. Is that something in the mud? It is. A metal flagon for drinking. It looks like something from the Holy Empire. Wow, I just found it here, huh? This must have been dropped here years ago. It's only been revealed by the irrigation in the fields. This was a poor person's drinking cup, see? It's been patched up a couple times. The rim has been inscribed with characters, too. Okay. Well, there's a water wishy-washy character. This is 2 words, not 1. Where does 1 word end and the next start? Well, we had this, right? Water. Okay. So that's the word for water, short and simple and almost a pictogram. Okay, I got it right. Yas. Now let's take a stab at that new word. Okay. Buried. When did I learn buried? Oh, I guess that's what yeah, right. I guessed it with the robots. So I guess if buried and holy. Huh. What is buried and holy together? Find water? Holiest? Blessed water? But why is buried and blessed so close? Like, I don't see the connection there. But that seems to make sense in the... Because holiest, I don't think so, right? Because it's got the beginning of buried. Let's try blessed. I could still change my mind, but... Blessed water? I think this comes from the same site as the brooch. The one Miara gave us in Iox. This new find should be useful in tracking down where these things originated. Ooh. Unknown site. Interesting. Oh, do you think I can navigate these like freeform as well and not just plot a course? The flagon is most curious, Aaliyah. It does not appear to be locally made. Good faith, master. Please keep it quick. I don't want to talk to you. So where's the flagon from? Iox? No, Aaliyah. Different moons have different radiation signatures. I do not recognize this one at all. You're hardly well trained, Six. That is true, Aaliyah. But I have been to Iox. This flagon has not. I mean, that'll tell me. Has the flagon been here for some time? Evidently it has, yes. So helpful. Okay. Wait, that lady looks interesting. I'm gonna go see if I can talk to her. All alone, looking out into the water. Can I? Okay, just jump up here. Hello, lady. Okay, I can't do that. Almost 1,500 years, maybe? That's an old ship. Holy crap. I like how the timeline sort of slowly gets more... Like, the locals don't seem surprised to see me, or to see you. I imagine robots collect supplies from here routinely. The locals, I note, also do not seem pleased to see you. Well, would anyone be pleased to see their slaver? I'm not sure that they're necessarily totally slaves, but they seem to feel that they are. Or at least close to it. Oh, he stand. That's so cute. Look at him go. Oh. Oh, something scratched here. Interesting. The emblem of Iox. Okay. Where they leave goods for the Ioxians, so they don't even want to get close to each other. Well, you don't have to cross that. Robots cannot swim. You don't have to. The wood is strong enough, Six. Wood is a laughable substance to build floors from, Aaliyah. It can be chewed through by mice. So can wires. Let's go back to the ship. Back to the ship, Six. We've done all we can here for now. This way. Okay. So the timeline... Man, the timeline really goes back, huh? We can really, like... Damn. Okay. Timeline goes all the way, like, 4,000 years back. So we think that the Nightingale could be this old. Somewhere in Elbereth, perhaps, or else for an Elbereth sailor. We could guess that the fire has been here. And then we can see our more recent things. Renba's ship. Oh, yeah. Interesting. The timeline is an interesting mechanic. So... we could check out the unknown site. It's also Renaki. Market Moon. Never been there. Okay. The brooch gave me had to come from somewhere out on the winds of the nebula. Perhaps he was still down there, but I don't know enough to find the site yet. Okay, so I can't find the site. Right. Not today. Okay, so we're not going there, I guess. Okay. Can we go? Or what? Oh, okay. I hadn't gone into the... Okay. The crystal at the heart of Renba's brooch. It comes from somewhere nearby. Edge of the Cyclones. I don't think she'd be afraid of the Cyclones. Then let's go. Before I change my mind. Put out the sails, Six. You appear very enthusiastic, Aaliyah, considering we will be sailing through a hurricane. But you'll keep me safe, won't you, Six? I will try, Aaliyah. Oh, he's so precious. But presumably, Renba had a robot with him, who will have said something similar. Alright. Okay, let's try going to this place. This must have been a really complex game to write, I'd imagine. Are there other ships on the rivers, Aaliyah? I've not seen any. Ooh, whoa. You should go right ahead, Aaliyah. Okay. Oh, right ahead. Okay. Sure, I will do that. There are other ships out there, but you rarely see them. The ship is a little bit, everyone goes at the same speed. No one ever passes you by. Okay. People who like people stay on the ground. Guess that makes sense. You do not like people, Aaliyah? That explains a lot. Okay. Brutal Beach. Tell me. She said that. Oh, is there anything you do like? He did say that. I was correct. I like silence. Sassy. Our route turns left, Aaliyah, and so should we. You say so. Music here is so fucking nice. I love this. Aaliyah, have I angered you in some way? Only everyone just asks this kind of stuff. I fear our relationship is not entirely cordial. I like him. I'm gonna say I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Six. The world is a tough place sometimes. Okay, so I have better control when I let go of the thing. But I shouldn't take it out on you. Oh, fuck. Do I have to go all the way back? Oh no, do I have to start again? Hope not. Oh wait, I can give 6 control. Do you want to try 6? I can try, mistress, if you're certain. Okay. I could just fast travel, nice. Mistress, I can indeed sail. We're here, mistress. I believe the source of the brooch crystal is close at hand. Right? There's a rock up ahead. What have we found? What have we found, indeed? Why would anyone come to a lonely spot like this? Yes, indeed. Yes. We have arrived, mistress. The moon below us is rich in purple eyelite crystals, but there is no surface flow. We cannot land the ship. So this is as close as we can get. As close as you can get, mistress. I should be able to hop her down. Hop her down? But there is no air. Hopper? Hopper? The Nightingale is fitted with a hopper, of course, for instantaneous travel. How does it work? God, I'd love to have like a cool houseboat like this. There's a source. The source fires at a subject and casts it into the hopper's eye. The eye refracts the signal. It is focused and reconstituted. But how does it work? I have no idea whatsoever. I love that. This is honest. If there's no air, how did Renba go down without a robot? It would have been impossible. But Renba was a roboticist, mistress. He must have had a robot with him, despite what the professor told us. Please, wait here. Just don't take too long. I've only known 6 for 5 minutes, but if anything happens to him, I will kill everybody in this entire room and then myself.
The robot was gone, and I was alone in the dark.
Okay, it's not that dark, is it? Be dramatic. Aw, she's only crass to him because she doesn't want to form an attachment. If I flew away now, I could be rid of that thing. But I don't want that. Hey, you better not. Oh, there he is, mistress. I found something, mistress. A tool chest. An engineer's chest. You better not have damaged it. Wow, so angry. It appears intact to me, mistress. Be nice. Renba hid his box down there? It was a superb hiding place, mistress, but whether it was Renba's doing or not, I cannot say. There's a snake in here. Why would there be a snake? A roll of cloth? Thick fabric? Taniki, what is this? Some kind of robe. She's a son, yeah, indeed. Hundreds of years old and is stitched along the belt. Tiny characters picked out in a darker thread. More text! Oh, we've seen that one before. It's a long one. So she said, hey-oh. This word reminds me a little of my translation for water. How? Could be fire. But this word I know already, right? Or is... Oh, okay. It's close to buried. Holy buried emperor. It seems like buried and banished and emperor and stuff seem to have a lot in common. And then the last one, welcome together follow weaker. And I've seen 2 similar words for this before. Okay. Blessed and buried. So what did blessed and buried have to do with each other? I think I like pilgrims for this. And then I think endless. Infinite? Then pilgrims doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Soldiers, I guess. Infinite pilgrims together, maybe? Infinite pilgrims together. Were you a pilgrim, Renba? Some ancient faith, perhaps, kept secret from the powers back on Iox? Secret from Miari herself? There's more in here. This is a tablet made of wax. It's beautifully preserved. The surface would seem to be inscribed, mistress. Me realizing who it is halfway through and changing the voice. Okay. Together. Okay, so that was the one that we had before. Emperor, infinite, no, death's gods. Later words, buried, pilgrims, water. Oh, okay. Maybe we sail together? Or we flourish together? Oh, water, buried, pilgrims, right? Flourish? And then... I like we for that. But also this rune is in gods. Or emperor, rather. And emperors said they were like gods. But this is also here, infinite, if we're to assume. I mean, I guess gods could be infinite emperors. Gods flourish together? Gods die together? Gods fade... I think gods flourish together. Maybe. I can see what one thinks when I get back to Iox. This can't be from the same site as that robe. In fact, I don't think we've seen anything like this tablet before. So this originates from somewhere I don't know about. But that's not all. There's also a silver sextant carved with a depiction of a bird's wing. How did Renba get his hands on this? An heirloom, maybe? It has that look to it. Something that was old even when it was used. It doesn't have an inscription between the feathers. Boring! I'd say this comes from the same source as the tablet. So are these things what Renba was after? Wait, mistress. I will consider the matter. Can you work out where the robe originated? I fear so. It is not a good location, mistress. But Professor Miari was keen that we found Master Renba. I'm sure Master Renba's equally keen to be found. Show me where he went, Six. I'm not exactly certain, mistress, but I believe Renba traveled far from home, into the eye of the cyclones. Ooh. Angoas. Okay, so I can see my inscriptions. Okay, so I have ones where... Oh, I can revise them. Interesting. So I know this is holy. Okay, so I get it when I get them right, and then other ones I guess are close, so it tells me when they're correct, or what. So this one was completely wrong. Or maybe it's... Interesting. I think I need to know more. I need to hit some more certainties before I can extrapolate more from it. I really like the linguistics mechanic. I have a friend who's a linguist. I'll have to ask her how close this game relates to her studies. Let's go to the eye. Seems dangerous. Maybe I can just make 6 do it. Yeah, I mean, I've made a language that you make for something is called a conlang, which I believe stands for constructed language. I've made a conlang before, which should surprise no one. It was it's time consuming. Once you have the so the basic structure of a language is woo, we going. The basic structure of a language is what's called phonemes, which are the sounds that we make, and a sort of a syllabus, like or a lexicon, like a whole list of whole list of words, and then of course the grammar and other things like that. But this is such like an Atlantis, you know, Disney's Atlantis. Like the ship and everything really has that vibe to it. Okay, he's been analyzing the tool chest. Significant age. How old? So once you have those basic, or once you have the basics of like the grammar and the phonemes down, then you need to plot sort of like word structure and sentence structure and stuff like that. And then it's the time consuming thing is deciding the lexicon, because you basically have to just like decide what every word is, and then you can kind of like, once you have a few, you can start to extrapolate from it. But yeah, it's mostly like just really time consuming. And yeah, Mia, it really does, doesn't it? Especially the ship. I wonder if it was like inspired by that at all. Woof. Okay, so I have to go unexplored ruin. Hell yeah, I want to go to unexplored ruin. Let's go. Ugh. Water droplets go left. So are we following the water droplets? Okay, I want to go... Did I go the right way? I think I did. This is so cool, so eerie. I see it! There's something up ahead. A moon? There is air, but no upriver, mistress. We will need to leave the ship here and hop her down. Please do not be alarmed. It is quite safe. I don't know about that. I don't trust this fancy gadgets. Somehow I doubt Renba's just going to be chilling here. That would be a very short game.
Fired, and for a moment I was gone. Not aboard the Nightingale, not on the moon beneath. It could have been a heartbeat or an hour.
I wish there was more voice acting, because that voice is great.
but I didn't feel the cold until I reappeared.
A pile of rocks, mistress, smashed together by the waters. It seems Shiniki had a taste for places like this. Wonder why. Perhaps he did not like people. Nah. I hope he'll be pleased to see us. You think we will find him? I prefer to believe that we will. I would like to meet him again. I do not remember him well, but I bear him no ill will. Hold it. 6. What's that?
Here, in the middle of the hurricane, there was a house. It was fine. Tucked in below the overhanging wall.
Fine.
Wooden beams, mud brick walls, shutters.
Fine is a bit of an
Not
exaggeration,
enough
huh?
for 2 families to argue over. It would have been measly on Iox and grand on Elbereth. But here, it was impossible.
Someone built this. Buildings do not occur naturally, mistress. Oh yeah, and robots do? How did Shiniki find it? I still hope we can ask him, mistress. Can't crawl through the window. Perhaps you might forego going inside. I could vault over the wall here. Please, mistress. The floor beyond would only give way beneath you. Let's check out that structure. It looks more intact. This is a bit of a drop. So do not fall, mistress. Forehead. I wanna... Can I activate that? Let me see what I have to say. The floor looks like stone to me, 6. So it is heavy and more likely to fall. There's no other way. Here goes. Hup. The floor seems sound enough. 6. Where did the robot go? 6. So a robot's abandoned me for once. Look at this place, Leah. No one would live here. They couldn't. Oh, locked. Well, blocked. Both. Hey, whoa, wait, whoa, hey, yo, whoa, hey, yo.
The ghosts were still here. Cooking, reading, doing whatever ghosts do.
What?
The house was empty. But it hadn't been abandoned.
I don't see any ghosts. Oh, there he is. Mistress! Obviously, it is good to see you intact, mistress. How did you get down from that arch? I could not climb over the wall, so I drove myself off the cliff edge. Once I had dug myself out of the sand, I found a door. And are you in one piece? Evidently, mistress. Okay. Someone curled up here by the fire to keep warm. Someone died here, mistress. You're sure? The evidence is minor, but significant. A person lay on the floor here for some time after death, and then was removed by someone else, huh? Check this inscription out. There's an inscription up here. More symbols. Hell yeah, love me some symbols. Okay, so this is part of Holy, huh? Right? Well, so we've got these 3. And this is... This runes for Emperor, but shuffled around a little bit. Water Goddess? What's this? Emperor. Flourish. Water Garvis looks. This field? Is it basically like a bless this mess sign? It says like water goddess, water and I think this is blessed, huh? Blesses harvest or fire? Water goddess blesses Emperor Flourish. Could be fire. That makes no sense. It would have to be harvest, right? Does water goddess blesses harvest make sense? The lack of feedback makes me think that I might be very wrong. Poker. I'll take it. Not my most interesting find. Still. Perhaps. What do you look so upset about, little guy? Ooh, a box. This looks interesting. Beautifully made. Much nicer than everything else here. I estimate it to be hollow, mistress. There's something inscribed on the lid. Might be a clue as to what's inside. Ooh, lots of new stuff. More words I don't know. Well, this one is closest to water, but it's got something upside down. So could it be harvest and water? Value, maybe? Or truth? And then this one I've never seen before. Aside from there. Oli has this guy in, though. So, Nebula value, tiny value. I guess enormous. Gods holy together, enormous. Or great as in big. Great value. Blessed blesses together. Well, that wouldn't make sense if these guys are... But this is just a little... Oh, okay. But this is just like a... Basically like a... I guess if blesses, blessed, and then together... So it would be like a really short thing. It wouldn't be river or replaced. We would have like... Bent or... I think just of. And then we've got like treasures, I guess. Right? Buried holy water. And then this we're guessing might be in buried. We haven't seen this one at all. This one we haven't seen either. And this one is in water. So, guess we've got... I mean, treasures of great value would make sense. Blessings of great value would sort of also make sense, but it's nothing like the blessings words that we had, right? Blesses. Yeah, they've got these curly boys in them, and this doesn't have any of that. So let's say treasures. I think that's it. Treasures of great value. Miaru would be most excited by this find, mistress. Whatever proves to be inside. I'm gonna be sassy. Let's keep this one to ourselves, maybe. Valuable finds, mistress? Of course, she must be told. Why do you suppose I'm here? To help me? Indeed, mistress. I help you report back accurately to Professor Miari. So you're a fucking rat. A reliquary. Oh. Do people often return from death, mistress? The loop says everyone returns from death, so long as their soul gets back to the rivers. Yeah, 6 do be the embodiment of colon C. Kind of sad. What do you believe, mistress? It's a comforting idea. I can see why people choose to believe. Perhaps you require more evidence. Workbench. Whoever lived here would have needed to be self-sufficient. Then they would have needed water, mistress. Indeed. Water is sort of our... Oh, hello. What's this? Something up here. A blade? A dagger. A little corroded, but beautifully crafted. With an eagle and the sun on the hilt. Or is it a carved message? I can barely make out the letters. They're so small. We've got lots of, like, curly boys here. Just need to split these up. Got empresses there. Got harvest here. This is nothing. Okay, let's try this. Empress. And harvest. I guess as? Something's gone wrong. I must have used the wrong words. Okay, so there is a, like you screwed it up thing. Well, I feel like this is right. This is right. Mistress, that translation is clearly incorrect. There must be another possibility. What the fuck? Okay. So I guess harvest is the only correct one? So my translation harvest doesn't feel right now. Okay, so I got everything wrong. At least we know that. Hopefully I can make some better guesses this time. Okay. Harvest is not it. So I guess field, because field is the only other thing that makes sense in the context of the thing before. And then we've got Emperor of Pilgrims. Well, we've got the word... I mean, we're certain that Emperor is in here, right? Emperor is there. So I guess we would have to say empires, like Empire's Fields. Empire's Field. That will do for now. Okay. I still get the sense that we're wrong, but... I feel like there's more in here. I wonder if this door is jammed. Or if it might... Open! Nice. What a fucking non-disclosure. Yeah, I know. It's like a little bit of feedback would be nice. But I guess we got some confirmations of what wasn't the case. Look at this. Swells and flows. These are rivers. The detail. Who lived here? Who drew this? Look like the rivers of Ghost's Wake. But no one goes to Ghost's Wake. Is there an inscription? Seems so. Ooh. This one's a phrase run together. Okay. No. Looks a little bit like buried. The only thing I can actually fit in there is this one. Boop. Okay. That little tick mark is definitely of. Hey! We got it. Let's see now. Holy treasures, buried pilgrims, water. Holy doesn't really have a whole lot to do with this, huh? Treasures is more likely. Like something like paths, stars. I guess stars could kind of be like treasures, right? Stars of and buried, and I mean water doesn't have anything to do with this, it looks like. Pilgrims does. Stars of home? Home could be related to pilgrims. Because pilgrims could be like holy leaving home or something like that. Like traveler home holy or something. Buried. Like, there is something about this that means both, like, travel and buried, but also, like, something to do with some holiness. This rune, because this keeps appearing. I guess sun, peace, they're kind of religious. And home makes sense with the pilgrim's angle. And also it's a map on the wall. Stars of home. Maybe it's like a map to get home. Or a map of different, like, rivers and stuff. I don't know. Stars of home. Is this where whoever lived here came from? No one comes from Ghost's Wake. Ooh, the footstep sounds are good. It's a way outside, but it's blocked, eh? Could slip through here. Are you always this adventurous, mistress? I'm finding it quite exhausting. I'll be right back. How can you be exhausted? You're a robot.
Behind the house there were tools. Plots of earth, washing hung out to dry. It was like the owner had slipped inside for a quick rucker before they came back to chop more wood. Someone had been building a life on this miserable rock.
Honestly, mood. Something must have been able to grow here once, though I can't see how. Bone dry. Okay. So it's been a bit of time. Some kind of marker. A grave. Definitely isn't natural. Sticks are all but petrified. Can't even rot out. It can't even rot out here. There's something cut into it. It's gotta be. This is definitely a grave for the person who lived here. So who buried them? Yeah, buried. And then... rest. Return. Well, return, we did believe that people will come back, but that might be a recent thing, right? Forever rest makes sense. Past rest? No. Never return? Never return would be a little bit rude. What have we got? Buried has the X thing here. And then water has, like, nothing in common. I guess it could be earth, then? Or something to do with earth? It's got a lot of things in common with buried. And some in common with pilgrims. I mean, it does seem like travel, right? To, like, return, right? And then... nowhere return? I don't think it's never, right? Because that doesn't have to do with this. Forever return? Buried and water. Nowhere? So what is this? Not a statue, not a device, not a weather vane, a moisture catcher. Shrine? Not enough spaces for offerings. A grave? The shape, the position, away from the beds, sheltered? Something here. A necklace. What are these things? Shells, it looks like. Flat beads? Ceramic? I'm not sure. Rough necklace found. Okay, I just stole from this poor dead person. Love that for me. I guess I am an archaeologist, so that's basically like all I do. Anything else in the garden? There's some rocks. So someone died here, and someone else buried them. But not Renba. What is far older than that? I'm coming back, Six. You found a grave, mistress? I think so. I'm not sure who's buried there. Oh. Hold on. Let me lift off the lid. Let's see if I can shift it. Curses. Can't even get my fingers under the lid. Ooh, I can lever it with the poker. Might be able to snap the lock. Mistress, is it moving? Definitely shifting. Here goes, then. Let's see what's inside. Let's see.
And there it was, just lying there. The greatest treasure I ever found.
Whoa. 6. Look at this.
From inside the coffer, from the distant past of the Nebula's once great empire.
Incredible.
It was a crown.
The eagle and sun motif. Just like Janiki's brooch. The mark of the Empire. Could this be the crown of Iox itself? What's this crown doing out here? Did Janiki bring it here and hide it? I do not think that coffer has been opened in at least 500 years, mistress. But he must have known it was here. Why else come? There's something written along the rim. Okay, we got some guesses placed in. Got one of these words in my notebook, but I can take a chance on what's left. Okay. We know this one is of. Gods, flourish. Stars, water, treasures, holy. So it has this one in common with holy and nothing else. Together? It's more in common with this one that we think might be together. So it could be, okay, so we'll come back to that. Return water. It's got a bit like water. It's almost got all of water in it. Rivers, maybe? But eagles, there is an eagle motif on it. But rivers of light. This round seems to mean something to do with, like, nothing, I think. Forever? Precise? Yeah, let's see. Forever. Toward rivers of light, gods flourish forever? That's like a... Or on rivers of light. I guess together is... Well, together is a... Fuck, what word class is together? It's an adjective, right? No, it's an adverb. And on is a preposition. The length makes me think it also has something to do with that. May rivers of light, gods... No, it's not that. It's got to be toward or on. Because I feel like flourish is good. Preposition, right? Well, a preposition is... No, because together is... Is it? It might be. But it describes... If it describes a verb, right? Like, we are together. But I guess together could also be a placement. But if together there is... If it is a preposition, then it would make sense for the length and the position of it to also be on or toward, right? I guess would, as in may, could make sense. May rivers of light... We sail. If we change to sail. And then what did I have otherwise here? Forever. We sail. I think that has to be forever. It's either, this one's either sail or flourish, I feel like. And I think this is gods or we, right? We, light could also be I don't think it's that one. Death of death. Could be death. And this one, yeah, because ways. I think rivers is probably the case. Stars and water and don't worry, Mia. Stars and water. I like through rivers of light something flourish forever. Does that make sense to me? We know this is Emperor. This beginning here. Like, what if it's this portion of the word that's Emperor? But, like, infinite Emperor, if we got infinite right, and I think we did, I feel like Gods is the correct one. I think I'm going to go with something Rivers of Light, Gods Flourish Forever. I'm going to keep this. Maybe Sail. Something Rivers like Gods. No, I think... No, maybe it is Sail. I think it might be Sail. And then on or toward. On or toward. I think on. On Rivers of Light, Gods Sail Forever. Oh, he happy. This crown what Miari wanted us to find. Is this why she sent us out here looking? Renba too, perhaps? Mistress? I will have to tell her, mistress. I have no choice. But I guess. Not if I don't let you get back there. Pulls out the poker.
After the dead
Yeah,
end
he's
of
either the
house,
happy or the sad
it was
smiley.
good to see the sky again.
We have obtained 2 intriguing artifacts here, the dagger and the crown. Also, we have located one new location of interest, the site from the mural. I suggest we take the crown to Professor Miari directly. We must also inform her of our theories about Renba. I'd like to activate the hopper now, mistress. Not just yet. I want to see if I can check out this building. I want to know who lived here and who died here. So, a hopper's a teleporter. Short distance teleporter, miss. There's an inscription. Yes. More data! This one's several words. Emperors? Okay. Infinite and forever. I think this is true. Emperors? Emperors. Okay, yeah. Live forever? Home, sail, and water. It's gotta be live. Emperors live forever, right? That's the... Emperors here? What are emperors doing out here? What's the crown doing out here is what I want to know. According to legend, the last emperor disappeared after Ajax fell. He didn't die with everyone else. Are you suggesting he came here? Ooh, that would be why he had the crown. Stone pedestal with someone in it. A local goddess? There are people here who believe in anything, mistress. Or there are no people. Someone brought this figure with them. Haps. This should tell us something about this place. It has been painted on, mistress. It's impossibly small. Oh, looks like we got another emperor situation here. There's a few words in this one. Small clay figurine. Okay. Got of there. I think that's of. Or it could be bless. Goddess bless something. Goddess bless. I'm feeling confident about my translation of goddess. Yes! Give me the words. Oh, and bless. Yes, double get. This final word doesn't look like anything I've seen before. Goddess bless plants, right? Because we've got like a little farming dude here. So this is his like shrine. The shrine itself is made of stone. But it's not the same stone as the moon itself. Is it as old as the building? This outer structure is certainly, but the stone pillar? No. The buildings here are significantly older than the pillar. How old would you say the pillar was? Mid to late Empire period, mistress. Moving to this moon must have been difficult. Not stealing if it's for scientific purposes. Yeah. Not immediately, mistress. Important ritual object? Evidently, it is significantly more valuable than the goddess we found within. Okay, I don't want to go back to the ship yet. There's a hole in the ground there. Something I can interact with. Seems quite apparent. The building is at least 700 years old. And it's intact. Away from the rivers, there's little to disturb the stones. I have been observing the weight of weathering on them. Extrapolating, this building is older than the founding of the Holy Empire in Iox. Damn! That's old as hell! Is this channel natural? I don't think it is. Dug out. There must be a wellspring here. A feeble one. One that requires every drop to be used. Okay. You know, Six, back on Iox, they say nothing is older than the Empire. But the Empire and the Fall are all that has ever been. Huh? If Iox does not believe in history, what is it they think you do? Good fucking point, my guy. I want to interact with this rock. Hello? No, I didn't want to go back to the ship. No, 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 no. Fuck. I hacked it. What is this? Cutscene. This isn't the ship. No, you don't. You love him. Oh, did he steal the ship so he could report back? It's cold in here. Oh! Where's his head? There you are. Where's your head? Miari. What about Miari? You followed me, Lexi. As I thought you might. Because you knew. Because you've always known. Who is this? I'm not Miari. Miari did not come. She would not face me. I thought so. She lies. She's not who she says she is. So who is she? She is just what she appears to be. Nothing more. She sent me to find Janiki Renba. There isn't time. I found something. Something that matters more than her lies. Tell Lexi, there's a great darkness. An all-consuming, hungry darkness. And it is coming. Tell me what you know. There is an ancient place. An observatory. It is watching, and it holds the wires of our fate in its claws. An observatory? I will find it before the vault is lost. The robots know, but they don't remember. Someone long ago made certain they would not remember. Renba, how do I help you? It's definitely Renba, because he's a robot technician. Huh? You have my apologies, mistress. I do not understand the question. Ooh. 6? Yes, mistress. I observe we're not back on the Nightingale. There must be something wrong with the hopper. I will look into it. This way, mistress. Okay. You don't remember how we ended up in here? Hoppers can misfire due to imperfections, mistress. The eye aboard your ship is quite old. See where we are now. Although I still don't see how we got in there. You ready to go now, mistress? We've still more to do here. Okay, I'm not gonna click on there anymore. I wanted to go this way. Site of Renba's cache. Airless moon. Ooh, interesting. Okay. So much intrigue. Saved by... Yeah. All the moons and waters. It's a ship. Looks like it. I love how the ships are made of wood. Like, you can tell it's like burnt timbers. It was a ship. Well, the smoke would say that it's quite new, huh? Blackened. Presumably, the ship was still burning as it fell. So Renba must have crashed here? The hull. It must have been an explosion, mistress. Really, you think? Light ships don't usually explode. Janiki must have used an inadvisable propellant to travel. Must have burned for days. Keep making her voice a little too posh. She's a little more cockney than I'm making it. And Janiki himself. Mistress, there is no hope. Janiki must have been sailing when it fell. He cannot possibly have survived. Yeah, but did he, though? The fire here must have burnt up a lot of air. The remaining atmosphere is thin, mistress. Still, I believe the fire was extinguished before it consumed the whole ship. How do I... What's this? No way down. Might be more clues down there. I do not believe it would be wise, mistress. Indeed, I believe it would be quite the opposite. And yet... Oh! There's something wedged under here. Seems to have survived the fire. Please, please don't be an arm. It's not an arm. A worn brass coin. Dating from the early empire. This must have been aboard Janiki's ship. Another of his finds? I don't recognize the face. No emperor I know. Looks like there's some inscribed tiny glyphs around the edge. The precision required for this. More words! This one's a broken piece from a longer phrase. Ah. Okay. Well, we've got of. Of. Worth? Of worth? Something of worth? Or... Oh, okay. Great worth or something, maybe. I'm certain my translation for worth is right now. Yes! More words. Okay, we've got gods, kind of, and great, and kind of together. Maybe... Of great worth would make sense, right? Of tiny worth wouldn't necessarily make sense. Let's try great. Does of great worth make sense? Most likely this comes from the same site as the sextant and the tablet. We discovered on the site of Renba's cache. Must have been common to travel between the two locations. Wait, we didn't discover a sextant and a tablet? I think I may have accidentally grabbed something that I wasn't supposed to find until later. A little bit finicky with how it lets me Or doesn't let me select things. Oh, what? Yeah. This channel comes from up the rock. There must be a wellspring here. Someone dug the channel to carry water to the building. The spring is dead now, mistress. And you are breathing the last air this moon has to offer. Janiki is not here, mistress. Neither is anyone else. Are you ready to go yet, mistress? Let's bounce. Let's get out of here. Let's leave. Stand by, mistress. Let's hope it works this time. And so we left the surface of the moon where Janiki's ship was destroyed, with enough information to locate an undiscovered site. Okay. Interesting. We shouldn't we? But I don't want to fucking talk to her. Just look at this thing. Workmanship is beautiful. Evidently, this is more than a simple crown, mistress. It's a symbol. This was Eox's power, lost after the fall. To regain it would be a sign that Eox was once more the center of the nebula. More than that, mistress, I believe the metal is a casement for a mechanism of some kind. Does it open? Not in any way I can see. But if it does contain a mechanism, I would expect a method by which it might be serviced. I have a friend on Elbereth who might be able to help. Ooh. She'd be able to open it up and take a look at it safely. The occupants of Elbereth are hardly trustworthy. I'm from Elbereth. I will bear that in mind. Oh my god. Oi! Be fucking nice, little beach. She looks at home here. She's the goddess from Mercy, isn't she? And the marker outside the ruin on the moon near Mercy. I still don't know what it's made of. Actual crown of the Empire. I think so, anyway. Can't go in there. Oh, he go up. I love when he go up. The robe Janiki hid. Wonder if we'll ever know what was so special about this robe. Look out there. It seems to go on forever. Mistress? What are the rivers, Six? Flows of oxygen, hydrogen, ice. Their velocity keeps them coherent. Nerd. It's like they're going somewhere. Rivers. They never do go anywhere. They just cycle around and around. Sleep? I'm going to rest, Six. Very good, mistress. Where shall I take her? Back to Iox? We are not going back to Iox. On second thoughts, I'll sail her. Mistress? Okay. I don't want to get started with a new story beat, because then we'll have to stop in the middle. So I guess I'll take a look at what we've got so far and talk a little bit about what we've got. So we zoom out. Let me try and see what we've got, like, historically speaking, yeah? Oh, I can click all. There we go. Alright. So, ancient observatory that we heard about, and that was before the Empire, and the Holy Empire, and the Dark Age and the Modern Age. Okay, so the Dark Age, I guess, the Fallers established power. Who are the Fallers? Fallers destroyed the Empire, but they never extended their reach beyond Iox. Generations passed in obscurity. Okay. The Loop Temple. The Loop Faith of the Holy Empire. So the Loop faith must be the whole, like, people come back to life thing. Very little known of the years between the fall of Ajax and the founding of the Ajax Protectorate. Founded to study the events within the loop, it has soon expanded to cover robotics, mathematics, hopper physics, and other fields. Okay. The Protectorate, initially encompassing only Elbereth and Iox, it soon expands to incorporate other moons. The Protectorate is just a fancy word for, like, empire, I guess. And I was born here. So I'm 34 years old. Grey ladies gave me a day, different from the other children in the orphanage. Roy. Roy is the person who we can help, or who can help us, right? Yeah, she stole screwdrivers and I stole books. Grey ladies raised me and turned the work in the moment so I can walk. Okay. Timor. Okay, bartender. Mayari visits the orphanage on Elbereth. Ah, okay. First kiss. Never thought we'd leave the orphanage. Adulthood seemed impossibly far away. So Mayari visited, and then we had our first kiss. Damn. Mayari takes me to Iox. It was on Iox that my tuition began in earnest. I worked for Timor. Okay. So, wait a minute. So we were living on Elbereth, but commuting to Iox for our education, I guess? Study formally, and then I guess we stay on... Oh no, we still got some Elbereth here. Ori introduced me to him. He helped her to get started after I left Elbereth, providing her with tools and simple projects. Okay. Nightingale. The ship was resting half repaired. Longest time I didn't tell Miara I had her. Or I helped to launch her. She didn't want to come with me, of course. Do you think Oroi and Alari? Is that her name? Do you think they dated? Do you think that Arroy was my first kiss? Do you think she's cute? Give me some sapphic stories. My third robot. And then we've got recent history. Rumor come out. Indeed. Okay. Time goes back even. Wow, it really goes, huh? Remember thinks it was watching the nebula. It still is, and there's something vital there waiting to be found. Distant past will soon become our future. Is that to do with the whole, like, loop thingy? Alongside a whole cohorts of... So they were buried. They don't actually believe that they sprout. Quarrying of iolite crystals. Site of Renbek's cache. The crown of Iox was forged. Fashioning of the shaped brooch. Flagon has been molded. The last emperor goes into hiding. The loop temple reestablished in Iox. Okay. Something happened with the fall. Chronicles of Mazwai. Oh wow, we can really zoom in, huh? Jesus Christ, this must have taken forever. Solvable inscriptions. Okay. So does this mean that I can solve them? Or... Well, it is solved, no? Oh, but now it's been removed. Or what? Okay. Okay, yeah, so solvable just means that I have the requisite things to solve them. But these ones are unsolved and I can't necessarily solve them just yet? Or what? I do think this is buried. Related words, goddesses and gods. What does that have to do? Be rebels. Empress banished rebels. But buried robots is sort of fits with what we know. Interesting. Interesting. All right. Well, we're going to end a little early today because it kind of fits with the story here. And I don't want to go starting a whole new chapter of the story. And then I have to stop in 9 minutes. That wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. But I'm really interested to keep playing this. It looks pretty cool. But I really recommend it. It's an indie game. It's Inkle is great. I've liked their other games. Um it's 22 euros on Steam, it looks like. And well, we'll see if it's worth it as we play on, but it has good, very positive reviews, and I will say that it controls a little weirdly, but that could just be me getting used to it, or it could just be I've accidentally found some kinks in the game that other people haven't found. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And I will absolutely be playing this again on Thursday. 18 European Central, or Central European time. Until then, have a lovely start to your week and a lovely what's remaining of the Sunday evening. And sleep well when you get there, or have a nice lunch, or whatever's happening next where you are. And toodle pip.